Hey, you just bought an RV and you were told it was equipped with an inverter. Everything works whenever you're plugged into shore power, but as soon as you disconnect from shore power, not all of your outlets work. What's going on with that? That's what we'll cover. Hey, welcome to another one of Todd's 2 Minute Tech Tip Tuesday. Brought to you by the National RV Training Academy. Hey, before we get to the video, which I know this is the reason why you're here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. That way you don't miss anything. Hit the subscribe button now. Thank you. Now, back to our Tech Tip Tuesday. All right, so if you bought an RV and it comes equipped with an inverter, you really need to find out the size, the output size of that inverter. Now, a lot of times with the OEMs, original manufacturers, right, they're going to put in, say, a relatively smaller inverter. Now, this one right here typically comes out of a fifth wheel or a Class A, and this is a Magnum Dimensions. Now, this is either a 2,000 watt or a 1,200 watt inverter. Now, in your RV, if you have a 30 amp service, then you have about 3,600 watts you can pull through at any one time. If you have a 50 amp RV, then you can pull about 12,000 watts. So obviously, 1,200 watts, 1,000 watts, or even 2,000 watts is not big enough to run all of your outlets, right? So here we have a smaller inverter in the outlet. The output on these things are no different than, of course, a standard outlet in your RV. So you're going to get a couple, and typically they're going to put those on either the GFCI and maybe the refrigerator, right? So that way you can at least keep your food cold while you're going down the road. Now, if you're looking to run more than that, let's say you got a hot wife, right? And when I say hot, I mean air conditioner's not on and she's sweating, right? It's hot, not a great thing. So here's what you got to do. You got to put in a larger inverter, big enough to run, say, the air conditioner. So when you hear that it's equipped with an inverter, you really want to look at the size. And if you're thinking about, man, I'd really like to go off grid and have the air conditioner on or something like that, they need to go with a larger inverter. Now, you may have seen that some people have two inverters. Well, that's because they have two air conditioners, or they want to run more than two air conditioners, right? So one inverter may be big enough to run one large appliance, typically. Two inverters, two large appliances. Two larger inverters can run 3 or 4 large appliances, right? It all is about supply and demand, right? What do you want to run? Count the total wattage that you may pull at that one time, and then make sure that you get the equipment according to be able to run all that. There's your tech tip. All right, before you get to the bloopers, which is why you're here in the first place, the RV industry needs thousands of RV technicians and inspectors, and now is the perfect time to do that. If you want to make more money or have more control over your time, go ahead and click the link below. Or if you just want to learn how to fix your own RV, got something for you there. Head over to rvtechcourse.com and get started today. Now, for the reason that you're at the end of the video, roll the bloopers. There you go. Yeah, I didn't see the red mark. Let me turn my hat. If you have a to what? Like tiger sharks? As if one gets bitten off. Look at that, one shot.